So, in this live streaming episode, I have the pleasure to connect with Yahya, the developer of a new software called EmberFilm.
Hi, everybody. So excited to chat with Raf today and with you guys and show you something I've been building for the last couple months. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, welcome to the photography community part of Camera Clara. Yahya developed a new software to do negative conversions. So, if you scan and convert your own software, you know that the options we have nowadays are limited, right? So the film photography community is always very excited when new things like that are around. And I have some questions for Yahya. And would you like to explain a little bit about the software? But I also separated the role of negatives here that I scanned earlier today. And do you mind if I share my screen and go over the process in the software after we talk a little bit? So
Yeah, for sure. I'd
perfect.
be excited to show the people the app that I'm building,
Yeah,
get
nice.
their feedback.
So yeah, that way I think showing it is more effective, and we can go it together. And you can let me know if I'm doing something wrong, and also talk about the shortcuts, and people can see the result of an actual negative conversion of an entire role. So we can do like an assisted view where we can comment over the features, etc. We might have people on the chat as well, and if you were on the chat watching us, leave a question, drop a feature request. That's the moment. Don't feel shy. And yeah, what was the main driver? Like, where did the idea come from? I assume you were passionate about film photography.
No, I actually hate film photography. No, I'm joking. Yeah, film photography. I started 4 years ago with black and white. We had a darkroom at our school, at our high school, and I used to like tinker around, and I loved it. And since then, I started shooting film, got my flatbed scanner, and then started upgrading my workflow, and really got into it. I'm not going to repeat the same thing that everybody says about how beautiful and natural the colors are, and how it makes photography much more fun. So all of that is true, and I fell in love with film photography. But I started to notice that the way we process film scans have always seemed like it's a series of hacks, or like you always have to make sure different things in white balance on a border, or like adjust, make sure that the gamma encoding in the file correctly. So you have to like put it in a different software and export it. And it's very destructive, right? Like you move it from one part to another and they're not connected. So if you want to change something in the beginning of the workflow, it's very hard for you to maintain all the edits that you have. You have to like bring your scan and put it through everything. Let alone some of the annoying aspects of film photography, like dust and stuff like that. And yeah, I was a computer science student finishing my senior year of my bachelor degree. And I was like, you know what? Time to put my school into the test. Time to actually try to build something that, first of all, solves the problems that I have before attempting to claim that I can solve problems other people have. So I actually built an open source software called Spotless Film around a year ago. It's like, honestly, I'm embarrassed of it. Don't download it. But I received a lot of positive feedback. It was simply an app that removes dust from film scans, right? That was the only thing that the app does. It was kind of slow. It was my first app that I ever make for Apple devices. And even with it being like a weekend project, I saw a lot of positive feedback, and I was like, I really want to build something for the community that streamlines the process. But before that, I wanted to like try all the alternative software that exists. And I was surprised, honestly. I saw some great results from some of the softwares that I haven't heard of before. But again, each one of them offered something and didn't offer many other things. It's like you still had to have multiple softwares to create this like standalone process. So I started taking notes. I started reaching out to the people that were using Spotless Film, my previous app, and be like, okay, if you guys wanted a standalone software, what would it be like? And I started honestly just designing something that solves my own problems, right? Like I really like doing curve adjustments on the photo after conversion. But if you're doing it in Lightroom with some plugins, the adjustments in Lightroom don't reflect it because it's inverted, and that's part of the settings. So you had to export it as a TIFF and then import it again. So I started building around that. I wanted to build something that is streamlined and something that is consistent and non-destructive. And yeah, just 3 months of constant trials and errors and different features, and it was very like grateful for the big beta testing community. I have more than 50 people right now testing my app, all of them every day, like so many texts, so many like feature requests, but also really positive feedback that really kept me going. This started as a project for myself. I was gonna like keep it very small, probably not publish it, but then it turned into something that I hopeful that will benefit a lot of photographers like me. So yeah, this is just a quick summary of the journey into making the app.
Yeah, I think that what people will really appreciate is that it's a standalone software that you can download and install, and it's not a plugin that relies on a software, right?
Yeah.
And you will probably be able to download it. It runs on the Mac, right? Mac OS. Is
Yes.
it for
So
Mac and Windows or just Mac?
no, unfortunately for now it's just Mac OS, simply because the models to be able to run the dust detection models, Apple has created a system called like Core ML, which really streamlined and ensures like stability and performance across multiple devices. That thing does not exist for Windows at all, and it's a nightmare trying to make some like a model, a machine learning model that works on like all sort of
Yeah,
devices from different manufacturers.
and simple things like photographic area detection when you scan with borders, also, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You need
So
you need local neural networks and stuff to do that.
yeah, 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 for
It's not
sure.
as
So
trivial
there's
as people think. Something that is very easy to do manually with a crop tool. When you have a
yeah,
machine doing that, you have to run local
yeah.
neural
The
networks
most
and stuff.
accurate machine learning or neural network that you can use is the one over here. And trying to
Yeah,
build
exactly.
anything similar to that takes ages. But
Yeah.
also, like, there's a neural network for white balance, for example. Like all software use a deterministic way to try to figure out what the correct white balance is. But that thing is like semantic agnostic, right? It doesn't know if it's a sky. It doesn't know if it's like a sunset or everything. It just looks at the image and tries to make it like gray world, tries to like neutralize the entire image. But the model I'm building is like hopefully making it aware of the content. So if it's a sky, it doesn't try to like just make it flat or gray. It actually maintains the vibrant blue of the sky and stuff like
Hmm.
that. So all of that like is packaged into this one software that like solves a lot of these problems.
I think that also what people look like is a software that does like a vanilla negative inversion for the film stocks to look like the film stocks, for the film stocks not look like crazy random things. One thing that I feel that film photographers chase is the consistency across the looks when they shoot the same film stock.
Yeah.
And it's very bad when you go to like film simulations, like software, the Lutz and the Fuji film recipes world,
Yeah, yeah.
and you go on and you see like Portra 400 V1, Portra 400 V2, Portra 400 V3. Like Portra
Pick
400
the
is
one you
Portra
like.
400. It's one, right? So I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that
yeah.
being assertive here is something cool. Let me share my screen because I think that people watching us might be curious to see
Yeah, for
something.
sure. And you
Let
mentioned
me share
something
my
really,
screen.
really good, Raf, is that a lot of some of the softwares that I've tested, external softwares, also bake in their own look to achieve that like traditional film look, which I think is like that's not how color printing works, and it's also not how
Hmm.
like these like bigger like fancier scanners like Frontier or Nerdso actually work. They actually like try to extract all the information from the negative itself without baking in any LUTs or any different looks to make it look more filmic.
Yeah. This is the website. It's EmberFilm.app. I'm going to put the links in the description. There is a wait list for now. You can put your email and join the wait list. It's still in beta. Here are some of the features: one-click negative conversion, dust off retouching, film density controls, targeted color neutralization, professional adjustments, print looks and custom looks, role analysis, wide gamut, meta pipeline, professional batch export. Something that I really like when using it is the keyboard shortcuts because it gives more like a lab approach of not touching the mouse and doing manual things. Here are some results, proven results. So you can drag and drop the slider on the website and see some results. It also does dust detection and removal, which is something super interesting that you only see on like Silverfast and some of these softwares, and it works pretty well. As Yahya was saying, like he developed a neural network to identify those. which is interesting because when you does it work with like negatives, DNGs from cameras? Like, is it pixel based?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah. It works on.
on fancy scanners, you have the infrared, and then you can use
Oh,
that layer.
so this is not a feature right now to use the infrared layer,
Mm-hmm.
but it's definitely something that I could add in the future to let people actually load in this fourth channel and use it as a segmentation mask instead of having to predict it from scratch.
Yeah. So coming soon on macOS, you can join the waitlist.
Please do.
And yeah, I think it's let's see it in action. I have it here, and when you open the software, it will open with the. Let me actually open from. Let me delete these and let me open from scratch. All right. So when you open the software, you're going to be presented with this image, and you can create a new project and open an existing project. Let's choose create new project, make the window bigger,
Yeah,
and import the photos. I can select multiple of them, and this is the role that I have here. Let me select them all. Can I do this? Select all of them and open.
yeah. And
All right.
just to add something before we start converting,
Mm-hmm.
is that the app is really designed to treat a project like a role, right? So you have your
Okay.
role somewhere, and then you create a project for that particular role, and you save it in that folder. Um, Other than like creating some like meta catalog that keeps track of so many things at once, I think this one like helps you create like role analysis, for example, or role conversion that only looks at the role and treats it as a role.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good. Yeah. 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 That's good, especially because when it converts, it gets the white balance from somewhere, and then
Yeah, yeah,
the same role tends to have the same white balance, right?
yeah.
And even and this is something I noticed. Like even I have two different roles, same film stock, like actor and actor, they look different,
Yeah, the
right?
development is
Because
different, right?
some the development session might be different, the chemicals are different, the way you stored these films might be different. So we cannot assume that actor will always look the same in terms
Yeah,
of the color gamma, whatever. So when we
for
face the
sure.
negative like this, what is
Yeah,
the first recommended? Like I'm scanning with film borders, and I
yeah,
have like this is part of my photographic area, this black part here. I'm
yeah, yeah,
using a film holder mask. I
yeah, yeah.
should just hit convert, or I should crop
Uh,
first and convert.
my advice is for you to click this magic wand right next to the conversion.
This one. Uh-huh.
Yeah, 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 which will auto crop it.
Crop.
It's
Perfect.
not fully accurate, but it should get you like to a really good spot for you to adjust it
Mm-hmm.
later. And before everything, I would click Command S. Sorry, Command C.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, sure, check everything. Click copy. What we care about is
Mm-hmm.
the crop. And then if you click Command A and Command V, it should
Mm-hmm.
apply the crop everywhere, assuming that your setup is like the negative is usually in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if that is not the case, you can always do the auto crop like per image.
Okay. This already saves me so much time. Because big part, big part of my workflow, because I scan with film borders, is there a shortcut for this wand?
Um, Actually, there, I think Command C, if I'm not. Oh no, no, sorry, C maybe. Sorry, it's all
Mm-hmm.
customizable, so you should be able to.
Yeah. Yeah. C is doing
Okay,
the
great.
crop. Yeah. Good.
Yeah,
Yeah, because especially when we scan with film borders, most part that I spend in my process is that's crazy, but it's like trimming and rotating and doing the film borders. And at any time I can click here and I can review, and it keeps the aspect ratio, which is something I like. Like it identified that this is a 6 by 6,
yeah.
and
So
that's great.
it automatically snaps to the closest known film ratio.
Mm-hmm.
But I can already see some people coming in with some very niche aspect ratios not recognized by the app and wanting that to be applied. So hopefully we'll add support to like more niche um, aspect ratios, but these should be
Yeah.
like the most common ones.
Yeah. Is the Hasselblad X Pen here? Is it one of these two? 35, 24,
No, it's
24.
not. So that's one of the more niche.
Yeah, yeah. So that's great. Let's do with the auto crop for now, and then I can just select one of them and hit convert.
Yeah,
Right.
or select all of them if you want.
Yeah, let me rotate them. Is there a shortcut like when I select them all? Like I want to press G here to see the grid. you know.
Yeah.
Is there
So actually,
so
just
if
click.
I
Yeah,
yeah, can I select all of them, right click? No, I can select one of them, rotate like this.
yeah. There's actually a shortcut. You don't even need to
Mhm.
be in crop mode. Just click Command and the square brackets.
Ah, okay. Classic. Cool.
Yeah,
All right. Let me actually extend the film border a little bit.
yeah. So you can definitely do that. The app is smart enough to ignore like a little bit of the border by recognizing what is the border. But my advice always is try to actually before you paste, my advice is always to crop it exactly where the negative is, do the conversion, and then apply
Ah,
the
got it.
recrop later.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, just like a
let
rough draft for now. It's okay if
yeah.
there's a little bit. It's not to ignore
Mhm.
some of it, and then
All
you
right.
can convert it all for now.
Okay. Cool. Convert one of them.
You
Wow.
can convert
That's
all.
quick.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
there a button convert apply to entire roll? Is it, or I can
Uh,
select them all and
no,
it'll
no. So
convert?
this is yeah. Select them all and click convert. Apply to entire roll is like the film type, assuming
Ah,
that you're
okay.
importing all color, like color negative or color positive. But yeah, you can
Mm-hmm.
select them all and click convert.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So
That's a
all of them.
Porsche 400.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
I mean, that's a Hector 100 actually.
Yes.
Histogram here. If I want to do so, do you recommend doing all the adjustments now and
Yeah, yeah.
then doing the crop
So
later, or just do the crop now and then do
uh,
the adjustments on?
you can always do the adjustment, the crop later, but it's really up to you. The crop isn't really the like a part of the workflow. It's like the first step, but then you can adjust it later on. The goal is for
Mm-hmm.
you to do the edit in the order that it shows you, right? So it says color, tone, finish, dust off. So you adjust the colors and then the tone. Of course, you can jump back and forth, but this is the way that I view it, right? So we have this like color grid that allows you
Mm-hmm.
to do the white balance. It has two different algorithms, two different functions for how the white balance affects the shadows and rolls off to the highlights. Honestly, just
Mm-hmm.
pick the one you choose. I tested it. Some of them gamma was better, some of them quadratic was better. All softwares use gamma, but I found quadratic to be a nicer, like smoother transition. Um, yeah, very minimal results, but with some film, it shows
Mm-hmm.
bigger results. Um, do you want to jump to a different photo so that we can see the white balance more accurately? Oh, that's a nice
Yeah.
photo.
Cool.
Yeah. So also you can always use hotkeys. So you can use the WASD, like the gaming arrows,
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
quickly like navigate the grid and
Oh,
choose
that's
what you
nice.
think is accurate. Um, yeah, you can always go to the settings and see the full hotkeys. They're fully customizable. You put whatever you want to see. Um, yeah,
That's very cool for
yeah,
automation.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of stuff are unassigned. If you really care about like color density, for example, you can assign
Mm-hmm.
it yourself to something that feels comfortable. And a dream of mine is to build my own keyboard, like a one of these like MIDI
Mm-hmm.
controllers with like a touchpad for the grid, but that
Yeah.
hopefully comes at some point later.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that a Stream Deck preset it could be cool for people to have while the keyboard is not ready yet. You know, like the Stream Deck, the
No,
buttons.
really, I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, this is the Stream Deck. Like it's
Oh,
let me let me show here the layout.
Is it like?
It's something that yeah, it's fully customizable. Like it's USB. Mine is not plugged in, but when you plug it in, this is actually a screen with buttons, and then
Yeah.
you can change
Oh,
the
that's
little
really nice,
icon on
actually.
everything. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm totally gonna be doing this when I
Oh,
start using the app.
that's
And
awesome.
and this is a 3 by 5 grid. There is the Stream Deck XL from Elgato, and then
Yeah.
with like more buttons,
Do they?
and it
Is
might be
button
a
the only thing that they add, or do they add sliders or
they have
other stuff?
yeah, they have another version that
Okay.
has sliders and stuff. So back to the WASD keys control this part here, right?
Yeah.
So so the A heads more towards the blue, the S to the green, the W to the top of the white balance chart, and then you can also
Yeah.
hit
Yeah.
the mouse and do with the mouse.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really a
All right.
two-dimensional information, right? It's really hard for you to control one axis at a time and like tries to imagine the color that combines two different values, right? But this grid like
Mm-hmm.
helps you visualize what each combination of values lead.
Yeah, yeah, totally. And then we have saturation, vibrance, color density. Like if I do this, we have the color density looks pretty good. Absolute white balance.
Yeah, so absolute white balance is something that I should probably mention.
Mm-hmm.
This is the values of the auto white balance model that runs, right?
Mm,
So, for example, if I want to copy it and paste it to another image, if I check absolute white balance, it will override that image's um, like auto white
processing.
balance.
Uh huh.
Yeah. So it unifies it across the roll, for example. It doesn't let the model guess on every photo.
Got it. What is the chroma compensation? What does it do?
Yeah, so this is actually added for. I might not end up adding it in the last version, but this was added because of some artifacts that some of the people that use trichrome scanning, meaning taking three different photos, like
Mm-hmm.
red,
Mm-hmm.
green, and blue, and then combining it together. That can lead sometimes when the ratios of the gain for the channels are not calibrated very well to like high saturation
Ah, I
areas,
see.
particularly in the green. So this tames down very high chroma area so that it's more neutral. Um, yeah,
Very very cool. Yeah,
yeah,
got it. And here we have the RGBs, shadows, midtones, and highlights.
yeah.
It's like
Just
the classic color wheel.
Yeah, yeah. And just to add something, this is all in advanced color. I honestly
Yeah.
have never needed to open the advanced color.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Mm-hmm.
auto settings automatically picks the best settings for all of that. Except for chroma compression, it's usually set at 0. And then you
Mm-hmm.
don't need to worry like open it up. So one of the things that I really wanted to focus on in the app is that if there's a tool that you don't need, just don't open it, right? Like don't let it clutter your
Yeah.
visual field.
Yeah.
And if you go
It
to the
doesn't.
settings, there's the in
Mm-hmm.
the UI, you can disable some of the windows that you don't like in the UI. For example,
Ah,
tone
I
time.
see.
Like I always use color, so why would I have to worry about that? You can just delete it, man. Like you don't need it. Same with the snapshots. Like snapshots, we'll get to it later. But if you don't use it, why keep it in the UI? You know, get rid of it,
Yeah.
make it clearer, focus on your image, and focus on the tools that you want to use.
Yeah. And it does a pretty good job on the plug and play fashion. Like the the conversions I saw here across the roll, they already look very good.
Yeah, that's a nice photo.
Thank you. They are backwards because and this is another thing. Here on the crop, you can also change because I scanned with the emulsion side up,
Yeah,
so the
classic.
scans got backwards, and then I can do this, and then when I copy, I can just copy the rotation and flip, and
Yeah,
then apply to
Command
all of
A.
them.
All
Yeah,
of them should be good.
Command A, Command V. Now the orientation and it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are very
Yeah.
good results.
Yeah. So for example, let's stay with this image. I can see that it's
Mhm.
a bit clipped here.
Yeah,
If you go
here.
to tone, um, I think the scan might have been a little bit underexposed, but I could be wrong, right? if you come here, you can always fix these things. I would First thing I would do, I would go to dynamic range, right? Um, and increase it a little bit. Uh, this should so yeah yeah. When you increase it and it only like flattens the highlight, it doesn't recover details. That means the original scan itself was underexposed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, but if there were any data in there, when you drag it, it should automatically recover every data in the highlight and in the shadows actually as well. Um, Usually, when I have these areas of overexposure, I increase filmic a little bit, which creates this roll off with the highlight that makes it look a bit more neutral. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's nice to always do the crop because then the histogram represents what's being shown here,
yeah,
right? So if I do this, then will the histogram change? Yes,
yeah. It will
okay.
change and
So it will
have these
always
peaks
show
on the
me.
edges.
Okay, okay. It will always show me what what is showing.
Yeah,
Good. Yeah, I think these skins are underexposed. The film was a little warped, and I reduced the aperture
yeah, yeah, yeah.
to get more focus. All right, that's good. On the finish, we have a classic tone curve already inverted. So if I don't want to do the S, I do this, go
If you
crazy.
want to do the S, you can just do the soft S button.
Yeah,
And the,
yeah, yeah. It's already inverted, so can
yeah,
reduce a little bit of the
yeah, exactly.
highlights to try to
That's
save that.
actually similar what Filmic does. But this looks very good right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh,
Cool.
yeah, and then we have Color Mixer, which I'm personally, honestly
Mm-hmm.
opposed to. I don't like to adjust the HSL of my scans at all. But I understand that for some professional work or other people really like to use them. So this lets you select a color or choose among the available colors and then just do a classic hue, chroma, lightness adjustment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So if I want his pants to be, got it.
yeah,
No masks yet for like
yeah.
dodging and burning.
No, not yet.
Okay.
But if you click on the mask for the color, the eyedropper next to the color mixer,
Mm-hmm.
you can select a particular color on screen. So just click on green, for example,
Okay.
or this things,
Got
and
it.
it shows you. And if you go to mask, you can refine that mask.
Got it.
You can show the mask, but then if you go to the
Mm-hmm.
mask section underneath,
Mm-hmm.
you can drag these. Like it shows you the range of the colors that it's looking into,
Got it. Got it.
and then the
Yeah,
feather.
I see. Wow, that's pretty powerful. Wow, it's so much impressive that like you did that by yourself.
Thank you, thank
Like
you.
there are
Really.
some advanced some features that it's like hard to code.
Yeah.
The print look. What is the print look? I
Yeah,
can see I
so
have an option of adding it.
this is not ready at all right now, and the Kodak lot is not a good lot that you should use. But some people always like to have their own look, finished look on the
Mm-hmm.
scan. I will add a few lots that I think mimic some of the uh, famous like color rendering engines like Frontier or Noritsu. But people can always add in their own LUT and just as a final touch for your scan that like just controls some of the light, some of the colors, or guide them towards a particular range.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Got it. So for these two, I can apply similar, and they look pretty much alike, which is good.
Yeah,
If I apply that one here, then it's interesting because the consistency across the shots is the coolest thing,
yeah,
right? I think because I keep wanting to press the G keystroke in my keyboard to see the grid. I think that's just in my blood. I want the loop and the grid like to
yeah,
see
yeah,
because it's nice to see them all like bird view. You know, like contact sheet style, just to see if
Yeah,
they are
yeah.
looking,
It's
especially when
actually,
you do the borders, when you scan with the borders,
yeah, this
because
is
you
something that
want
I'm
to
trying
see if
to.
the yeah, you want to see if the lettering looks.
This is something that I would love to build in a future version, is to allow people to export contact sheets of their work as well.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to like do an investigation and actually collect scans of film borders, or let users like automatically include their own film borders
Mm-hmm.
to make it possible. But yeah, G is definitely a possibility. Probably not immediately, as still closing some of the bugs and getting ready for the first release very soon.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Yeah, I did some software for creating contact sheets. I can send you some code. What it does is basically if the camera is a regular 35 millimeter, if it's
Yeah,
not like Pentax 17, like if it's not vertical,
yeah,
it it gets in a horizontal shot and it checks the dimensions for that, and then it stripes out the top and the bottom, and then it
yeah,
learns how the top and the bottom should look like, and then for every vertical images that it finds, rotates clockwise, compares. If it
yeah.
matches, that's the correct rotation.
Oh, okay,
If
that's nice.
not, rotates counterclockwise, and then it always compare the top and the bottom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's how it does. I can run it here later.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
Um,
okay, nice. And
yeah,
here
let me.
people are already like rotating their images, so that's not even a problem, right? Because we know that it came in a specific way, so rotation is not a problem here.
Yeah, yeah,
Great. So I
and
can
it's
see.
fast also. Like these scans, like these files, they are 84 megabytes from the Fujifilm GFX, and it's
Okay.
running very fast. Like
Yeah.
I copy pasted the border, and then like bam, 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 all they're all
Yeah.
there.
Why don't you check memory usage? I'm curious to see how it's handling it.
Let me see here.
Yeah, it's the bottom here. Ah, I lost it. Yeah. So it looks like we're using half a gigabyte of RAM, I think, if I'm
Yeah.
not wrong. Yeah. So very low memory usage. It literally just uses everything it needs to, and like does not store anything it doesn't need to on the memory. So it tries to keep the software light.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I remember one of the
Yeah.
first beta I released was a nightmare for some people because I hadn't built a memory eviction system, and it used
Mm-hmm.
to slow down a lot. I had people trying to load in 400 megabyte scans and
Mm-hmm.
convert them, and initially that was impossible. But even right now, even with like 400 megabyte single scan file, you can load it and view it in full resolution. By the way, the preview gives you the full resolution of the image. It does not reduce
Mm-hmm.
any size for the preview. No, no, it shows you the full thing, and if you zoom in, you can actually zoom in pretty like as much as you want.
Yeah, 500 megabytes of memory is very good.
Yeah,
Because
it
each
gets a
shot,
little. Yeah,
yeah, each shot has like 90 and 90 megabytes.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
but it still has.
basically you're loading all of them to memory. Is that what's happening?
Um, Not quite.
Not quite,
There's
yeah,
some.
because all of them is 1 gigabyte.
Yeah, yeah. There's some optimization that is happening under the hood that tries to like really keep them
Mm-hmm.
manageable. I really like this shot. This might be my favorite one.
Yeah,
Uh,
this is a cool roll that I did. Ah, I remembered. Sharpening. Is there anything that
yeah.
applies? Sharpening.
So sharpening is in finish. So go to finish.
Okay.
Scroll down, and you
Oh,
got
there it is.
detail. Yeah, yeah.
Let me
You can drag.
put 100% just to see
Yeah, and you can always
the
like do.
thresholds. Oh, I see. You see? Got it way better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I tried to not make it over the top at 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Just like honestly, just make it so that people don't have to struggle a lot with making decisions about the values
Mm-hmm.
that they put. 100% gives you natural sharpening without exaggerating the details.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and when we are ready to export, we can select all and choose export all,
Yeah,
or don't we
or you
need
can,
even need to select all? Just
yeah.
go
So
here
you
and
can
export.
you can select all, like a certain of them, and click export current, which will export the current selected ones, or
Okay,
export all, which exports everything that exists.
got it. Got it.
Yeah,
Original resolution. That's nice. 16-bit JPEG, 100%. Oh, that's nice.
file renaming. Yeah, so usually it just adds a suffix which is edited and saves it in the same location.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can always change that. You can index them. You can number them. You can create exactly the thing that you want, the convention that you use personally.
I see. And will it let me choose the folder when I hit export?
Yeah, so click export right now.
Okay,
Select the folder.
export. Let's see them popping out here.
Yeah, I think the your computer with like live share and the app at the same time. Oh no, what happened? Not sure if this is previous or now. Just be
Yeah, my
a
computer
bit
is running a
happy.
bunch of stuff. Let me close some apps. Let me just wait for them to load. Let me export as a TIFF. All right, let's see.
I think it's done.
Yeah, it exported the three TIFFs. They look beautiful. Yeah,
Great.
yeah. The border, the auto cropping is very effective. Like, look at these two crops. Like, the algorithm detected the borders
Yeah.
pretty well.
Yeah, it's still experimental. Honestly, it still fails with some scans, um,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm still trying to build better models to detect them.
Mm-hmm. The TIFF exports were faster, I think. I also closed some software on my computer. I had like 15 softwares,
I think they should
pieces
be
of
in
software
like
open.
indifferent JPEG or TIFF. Yeah, I'm trying to think. We still haven't covered dust detection. If you want to take
Yeah,
a look at that,
yeah. Let me take a clean shot like this one. The scans are pretty much there's like no dust,
they're
but
very clean actually.
the dust off, frame size, loading dust model. Okay, 120. Detect dust. Let's see.
So it usually works better with when actual dust is there to inform the
Mm-hmm.
model that it sees. So right now it's not detecting really anything.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Maybe this here.
yeah. So maybe slight edges, things
Yeah,
like that.
here and here. Wow, that's pretty much impressive for not having like a dedicated infrared channel, whatever. It's just like looking to the pixels.
RGB pixels. That's very impressive, honestly. Very clean scan. It does
Yeah,
pretty well when
it's
there's
Ref Labs,
actual.
man. It's Ref Labs, man.
We're not playing, you know.
Let's see
uh,
this one.
yeah, when there's actual dust, it's like, oh, this is what dust like looks like. So it adjusts
Uh
itself
huh.
for the particular scan. So when there's no scan, it tries to overcompensate by actually including some of the original content of the image.
Uh huh.
Uh,
I
but
think
so
I have
far,
some. I think I have some older negatives here that might have more dust. Let me. Oh, I have the perfect example to test with. Let
that's
me let me
scary.
load it. Let me load it here.
Not a huge fan
Can
of
I
live demo.
add? Yeah, but this one it found some. It found some here.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
detection is very cool.
Yeah.
But I have a negative here that I just found that will.
So you can just drag and drop it, and it's adding it as a different image.
Mm-hmm.
that kind of breaks what the app likes to do, which is to treats every row as its own file,
as
but that's
one
okay.
thing. Mm-hmm.
So why don't you do auto crop and then convert?
Okay, okay. Control
It's
Z.
actually a really difficult. Uh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, it didn't do very well because there isn't a lot of content.
Yeah, yeah,
Not
yeah.
sure, yeah, I'm not sure if this example will work very well because there's no content apparent in it. But let's
Yeah,
see.
that's right. That's right.
It's very
But
content
for the
oriented.
sake of dust detection, among the grain, like
Yeah,
ignoring
no,
the color cast and everything, for the sake of dust detection,
yeah. So you
among
see,
like, and this is an ISO 800, right? It's a
yeah, yeah.
Cinestill
There's
800.
there's a dust particle in there. I honestly wouldn't do crop while I'm doing dust detection. So now the dust is gone. You have to detect it again.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Ah, so it already wipes it.
yeah, yeah. Because cropping changes the image that you're working with. And
Remove
then
dust. Got it. Got
you
it.
can remove dust, and then
Interesting.
yeah, and it removes it
Interesting.
in a way that maintains the grain. So it understands the grain
Yeah.
structure.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter how big your scan is. It always goes in and tries to understand like the statistics of the grain and tries to like apply that on the image that it inpaints. I think for transparency, there's something that I have to share, which is that the inpainting model, like the model for removal, is an inpainting model, meaning it's like an
Mm-hmm.
AI model that like tries to recover information that exists. Um, Unfortunately, this is the only way to do it in a way that preserves spatial information around the edge and actually remove it effectively. But just so that people know for sure, the model runs completely locally. Like it doesn't send any information outside. Your images never leave your computer. Nothing
Mm-hmm.
leaves your computer. The model
That's
runs fully
beautiful.
locally. It's a very compressed model that is designed to run on your laptop. So hopefully that makes
Nice.
people feel more comfortable using this
Yeah,
tool.
totally. And it's a good usage of AI.
Yeah, because
Cool.
you're not in painting or changing the content. You're recovering very tiny dust particles that are actually hiding or occluding original content.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cool. Let me see if I can show the my command line to create contact sheets. It's the contact sheet.py. Let me see if I can have this live streaming session, copy the folder. Then if I run with it's command line. So if I run with dash dash images per raw 3 and then the folder, let's see what it will do with this.
I'm excited to see the results.
Yeah, it says it generated. It's here.
Oh wow, that
Let me
is really
open
cool.
with. Yeah, it's just doing. I should rotate those because on the Hasselblad the film goes sideways.
Yeah,
So, and it's also in the reverse order. This was the first shot, and it's the last one because I scanned it backwards.
yeah, I
I
see.
can actually do dash dash reverse, and I can actually do because I know these are squares, so it's not using
Yeah,
the algorithm detection to rotate. I
yeah,
can rotate it manually by doing. There is one vertical rotation. Vertical, I want it to be clockwise. So let's see if it will run. Let me delete this because otherwise it would include
yeah.
like Inception. Inception. I can send
Recursive.
you this code. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. I'll love to take a look at it and learn how to build something for my app.
Let's see what it generates. Yeah, now it looks better. Like a
That's really
Hasselblad contact sheet, like sequentially.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there are like artifacts because of the crop, because it's teaching a digital contact sheet out of cropped images.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, it looks more like a digital contact sheet now. I'll send you. I'll put on a GitHub and send you the link.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
But the software is amazing. I like the way it's simple and like one button.
Yeah,
I think this will be a success. I think people
hopefully.
are curious.
Yeah, yeah,
Scott
yeah.
is asking if there is an estimated release date.
Oh, that's a tricky question. Hopefully, fingers crossed next Monday.
Oh,
But
nice.
yeah, no promises.
Yeah, that's great. I think that's it. I think in 53 minutes we covered a bunch of features, a rundown of the software converting a sample film scan, and it was also very nice to talk to Yahya. And it's nice to see the face behind the software, right? The person who actually creates it. And it's impressive that you did that.
Thank you.
You did that like all your own on your own. That's like Homeric. That's that's brave.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I
I
mean,
hope it goes very well. Yeah.
thank you so much. I'm also glad to see the face behind RAF Labs. So it's nice to
Yeah, no dust,
jump on
man.
a
We
call.
don't play in service. No jokes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's nice. Like you've helped me. You've given me some feedback like a month ago, I think, where the app was in a much less finished version. And honestly, just being able to take in all of this generous feedback that I've received from you, and also the 50 other beta testers that are helping me right now, has made the process much easier. And just made me proud that I'm building something that is benefiting at least 50 people, hopefully way more than 50
No, it
people.
will. It will change lots of things for the better. I'm sure.
Yeah, really
Let
hope
me
so.
see if there's any other question on the chat. Yeah, I think that's it. Scott may had asked that a while ago, and I just saw that now. But I'm going to get the video, edit, like just trim the pauses and stuff like that, make it more digestible for viewers. Put in Camera Clara, write an article. I'm going to export these photos and put them in the post as well, so it will go with the text and everything. And
Yeah,
I think that's it. Thanks for taking the time to help me with the demo. And I hope it was useful to our audience to see the negative conversion working EmberFilm film converter. And I'm gonna put all the links in the descriptions so you don't miss anything.
sure.
So that's it. Thanks a lot, Yahya. And I
Great.
hope
Thank
that
you,
is
Raf.
just the first of many live streams and demonstrations that we do with the app.
Hopefully, I'm always happy to come back to Camera Clara.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
And bye.
All
See
right.
you on
Have a
the
good day.
next one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.